What do you think of when you hear the term hooper body?
I think of a body that hoops.
When did you start hooping and how did it come into your life?
I started hooping when I was 19 years old, and it kind of came into my life the same time as a ton of other circus arts came into my life. One of the reasons why I went to the college I did was because I saw that there was a hula hoop club. And when I got to the school, there was a hula hoop club, but it wasn't very active. And I ended up taking a lot of lead roles throughout my college years in that club.
What have you discovered about your body through hoop dance?
What have I discovered about my body?
I've discovered more about beyond my body, but more about my mind and how I process. Hula hooping was one of the first things a challenge that I really was passionate about and I really took seriously. And I started to notice over time how I learn. It usually starts off with me really admiring what somebody is doing with a hoop, and then me trying to do it, failing, not really getting it, trying to learn and learn. And there's always been this point of frustration with a new skill I was trying to get. As the years went on, I'm a little bit more forgiving now, and I understand like there's always going to be a point of frustration, and it's my duty to look at my frustration but try to understand more, take breaks when they're necessary. It's a cool thing to just see how I've matured as a learner through hula hooping.
What physical features are you the most critical of about yourself?
The skin on my face. I tend to break out a lot. My lips get really chapped, and I just have like the worst tendency to touch my face and like pick at my acne, and it's horrible. My belly. I feel like my belly is something I'm always very critical about. Always. It's interesting because I just don't know where it all stems from. I remember the first times of me even considering changing my body was when I was in like second grade. I've always had like an ambition to go to the gym and get smaller, and I was always the smallest person up until like high school. I gained like an eating disorder. I got really self-conscious about myself. I was anorexic for a while. I just have always felt that way.
What three physical features do you find the most beautiful about yourself?
I like my butt. I've always liked my butt ever since elementary school. I thought that was one of my biggest assets. I like my eyes as well. I also like my upper back. I feel like I get the most definition in my upper back. I chose to be part of the project because I do believe that anybody can hoop. I believe in body positivity, and anyone can hoop, anybody can hoop.